Random Booster Select 36, which is Well Wave. Well Wave is a 3-part random select booster where the main prize is Well Wave 580 Elevate. Elevate is a good attack bit with a little bit of life after death and a little bit more stamina than most attack bits. It is really good on Cobalt Dragoon. As I've stated in the past, I use Cobalt Dragoon for 55 Elevate, and I just see so much performance out of it. Alright, let's get these 3 bays unboxed. Alright, so let's get right into it. First off, we'll go quickly over the prize bay. We did the Hasbro unboxing already, so there's not going to be much to go over. Well Wave, stop. Teal and pink. I've always liked this bay, and I like the design. General use, rule of thumb, you want to use it same height or higher than your opposing bay. If you use the same height, you can use its barrage effect and get some pretty good damage and stamina loss out of the other bay. Higher than the opposing bay, you can hit it with a lower attack on the top of the blade, causing it to smash down and recoil away. Other than that, not much else to talk about. 580, 5-sided ratchet, 80mm in height. 80 height does do it in. I wish they would have done 570. Not much else to go over there. Now then, we have the bit everybody wants out of this set, Elevate. Elevate is kind of almost a cross between a stamina bit and an attack bit. Reason why is on a stamina bit, you don't have the burst resistor on the shaft of the bit. So we don't have that here. We just have the little line, like on Gear Ball, for instance. So yeah, we don't have the burst resistor. We do get a life after death ring. And for what else, well, a lot of people that don't know what LAD is a little bit of a, allows you to kind of spin a little bit longer than an opposing bay. And then the elevate part of the bit, the gears are flared out, causing you to be able to almost float on the acceleration line, as well as having 2 flat parts. You have a lower flat part and a higher flat part. Other than that, not much else to talk about. Alright, the part I want to get into, which is the bays that Hasbro does not have yet. We have our black Well Wave and our white Well Wave. The black reminds me of Black Helios from Beyblade Burst. Yeah, I like this design, and I've always liked this color pattern. Just the kind of goldish tan mixed with the black and gray just has always looked really solid. I like this a lot, and this is probably my favorite one out of the set. All right, 470, 4-sided ratchet, 70 height. Not much else to go over. I would highly stay away from this ratchet because 4-sided ratchets are very prone to bursting. High needle. High needle is 1mm higher than regular needle, and if you're ever curious if you're working with a high bit or not, this little ring around the gears is what is the indicator. So if you look on a normal bit, it's thin. On a high bit, it's a little bit thicker. All right, moving into the white Well Wave. So I'm not too big of a fan on this. It's very muted. The whale is very muted as well. I'm not a big fan of the purple waves. It just really kind of takes away from the bay. If they would have done more of a pearlescent whale with some blue waves, it probably would have made the bay pop and go a long way. 370. Not much else to talk about. It's 370. We've seen it a lot. It's cool that they added the little glitter design in the center of the ratchet. It'll actually match the white wizard arrow wizard that we got a while back. Gear Ball. Gear Ball is honestly it's an interesting bit because it's got a lot of potential, but people see it as a double-edged sword and hard to control. Reason being is because of all the gears protruding all the way downward. If it's utilized correctly, you can actually get a lot of good use, a lot of acceleration on the accelerator rail, and some good stamina out of it. Our stock well wave blade is 37.7, not too bad. Our black 37.1. Okay. Our white 37.3. Let's start things off with the 380. 6.7 grams. 470 is 6.1 grams. 580 is 6.8 grams. Our elevate bit is 2.7 grams. High needle 1.6 grams. And gear ball 1.5 grams. All right, we'll weigh the white whale wave first. We have a total weight of 46.2 grams. That's not too terrible. Yeah, honestly, that's really not too terrible at all for a stamina blade. All right, black whale wave 45.5 grams. That's actually, for a defense build, pretty solid. All right, and our stock, our prize bait, 47.6 grams. So this is actually pretty cool. We get a bay that's 47, 46, and 45. So for this video, we're just going to focus on the random booster select bays. We'll do battles between them and go from there. My thoughts on the Well Wave Random Select. You don't need to go out of your way to buy this set. The reason being is because you can get Tide Well from Hasbro for $8 now, so you don't even need to spend the $40 to make sure you get Well Wave. The only reason why I did this is because I wanted all three of the Takara Tomy versions, and at the time it was a pain to try and even procure this set just due to how old it is, and it seems like they're trying to phase some products out, which Beyblade normally does as it gets old, as the new generation gets older. The past products tend to go out of stock. So while I did only pay about $45, $47 after tax and shipping, it was still a pain to wait to get the product, so on and so forth, when you can just spend the $8 for Hasbro, maybe pick up 2 Tide Wells, and you'll be set. You'll have 2 Elevates plus 2 Tide Wells. But like I said, I went out of my way to do this because I wanted to, and I wanted this set for a while, just because we'll probably never see these two in the Hasbro format. As you can see, the prize bay was the worst bay. It burst all over the place. It got pocketed out. Following that, it looked like, you know, our white variant, even though it's in my opinion, even though it's the ugliest, it, you know, outperformed everything else, followed by the black variant, which is actually my favorite. So it was an interesting video to do nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. With that, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Have a great day, everyone.